Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today we're here in the shop and we're getting ready to do some carving. Now I've been working on this table piece for way too long, so I got to really try to start wrapping it up, and I needed a really aggressive tool to help me do that. You know, I've been using my Fortum to carve on this quite a bit and some other tools, and I always go to my Saburrtooth bits and burrs, and you know, I've been using the green coarse bit, well, the 1/8 inch shaft ones, you know, and some of the bigger ones. And recently Saburrtooth came out with 1/8 inch shaft extra coarse, the orange bits. I got a whole bunch of them over here off to the side. We'll get into that in a bit, but we're gonna go ahead and use some of these to really start working on doing some detail work and just getting in and making some better cuts on this piece for the lower portion of the table I'm working on. So it's a really neat piece. I really haven't been doing a lot of videos on it because I've kind of just been working on it here and there. And I think what we'll do is bring the camera in, get you guys right over the top of the workpiece and just show you how these bits just really tear through the wood. And I mean, this is black walnut. These things eat this stuff up. So don't go anywhere. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and start making some sawdust. Alright guys, like I said, we're going to be set up right over the workpiece. So this is the base to the table, and the goal here is to have roots kind of overlapping and intertwining here a little bit. Now I will be wearing my RZ dust mask. These things work great. I really do like wearing them to protect myself from the dust that we'll be creating. I'll also be using my Fortum flex shaft, the SR series. I've got the heavy flex shaft on here. This is the square shaft, the heavy duty one. You guys can see square shaft on there. And I'll be using this smaller hand piece that takes the 1/8 shaft, so we can use these new burrs by Saburrtooth. Now, here is what they've got currently out for the line of burrs. I'll probably actually put a photo up so you guys can see them a little bit better in just a moment. There you go, and a little ball there as well. These things are aggressive. I already started doing a bunch of the work here with that ball, and I was like, man, I gotta share this with you guys because you guys might really want to look into getting some of these. So black walnut's fairly hard. I mean, there are more dense, more hardwoods out there, but I carve black walnut quite a bit. I use it a lot in furniture, and you know, these extra coarse orange burrs really tear through it. So I'm gonna quit talking, and we're going to just do some real-time carving here, adding some details and things like that. So I'm going to see if I can spin this so you guys can get a better look. Maybe right here. So right here it's kind of just slopes in nice and easy. And here you guys can kind of see the shadows because it's undercut just a little bit. So I need to remove all this material in right here. And I'll try to zoom it in so you guys can get a real close shot and kind of see how this performs. are making sawdust. All right, stay with me, guys. I'm going to vacuum that off real quick. All right. That really, look at that, clean that right out. It no longer swoops down in. We removed a lot of material pretty quickly. I'm going to go through with this little ball. Woo! With this little ball burr here, and just do any of those little spots where I kind of want this to concave, like kind of swoop down below the roots, sort of like I think it's this one, like right here. So you can see those shadows, right? So it looks like the root kind of rounds over, and this does a pretty good job of that. So I'm gonna go around, remove some more material here, and then we'll spin it. And we got some spots over here that we really gotta remove quite a bit as well. So let's see, where else we want to remove a bunch of stuff. Well, that spot actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave it like it is though. I want to get over here, up in here, right? So I kind of want to cut this in a little bit more, and maybe in here a little more. Do an undercut, get this piece kind of carved out a little bit more, and round these pieces over while I'm at it. So you see that there where the burr kind of like jumps? That's because the cut is too narrow, like it's the same width as the burr, so I have to widen it and then it cuts well. So you gotta make a cut shallow and then widen it, make it deeper, widen it. Otherwise you get a lot of that jumping around. Also, I can currently feel this warming up pretty good in my hands. Now, like any burr for carving wood like this, you know, with teeth on here, look at these teeth, right? Crazy teeth. You got to be careful, guys. If this thing gets away from you, this is going to shred flesh in a heartbeat. I've done it with the less aggressive, even these green burrs, right? The coarse, extra coarse, coarse. You guys could probably see the difference here. I mean, either way, they could tear you up before you can even move your hand, and it hurts. So, just be careful if you get these. But I'll tell you what, they do one heck of a job. We're gonna clean this up. Let me see here. Yeah, still got a few more spots, but I gotta get this excess off. Kinda just want to show you guys how quickly these burrs really just eat the wood right up. They just work awesome. Let's see here. This is all looking pretty good for now. I really got to get this corner cleaned up though. If you notice, I got my piece up on blocks. I don't have a little dust collection deal going or any of that. I don't have any of that set up. But by doing this, having it up off the table, I'm able to work under the piece a little bit and bring it up. You know, and these blocks are just like 1.5 inches or so, just cut off pieces from another project. But they do help keep that workpiece up off the table for me. So I got to get in here though and round this piece over. Kind of work in here, but we might have to use a different burr to get in there. I need to remove material in here so this can kind of be undercut. And yeah, I think I'm going to do this first. Clean up right here a little bit, and then we'll switch burrs. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this burr. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum everything up, and then we'll change. Well, I got to get in there. So, I think we'll use this flame burr right here, because I just kind of want to have a narrow valley. I don't want to go real deep. So I think we'll use the flame burr right here on this one. Clean that area out. You guys can see running the course. We're gonna go ahead and clean this up, and then I also got a spot over here I got to clean up using the flame. And looking over the piece, I think that'll be it. So Alright, that worked well. All right. Man, those burrs seriously just chew this stuff up. Those extra coarse burrs also come in 1/4-inch shafts. You guys can put them in the bigger die grinders. Like, this is a bigger 1/4-inch shaft hand piece. This is a great big extra coarse orange burr here. I use this for some of my material removal as well. I also used the disc on the Saburrtooth. Chopped away some material using that guy. I mean, these Saburrtooth tools work pretty good, guys. They really do. Now, the nice thing about this, about using the Saburrtooth tools, is after I've used the orange extra coarse that they just came out with, then you guys can move into the coarse, which is the green. Right, so we got extra coarse, coarse. Then they have, oh, come on, where are they? They have a fine grit. This one's caked. We got a fine grit, which comes in yellow. And then they have another newer set, which is the whispers. And the whispers are white, so then it goes yellow, green, and orange for the grit pattern, you know what I mean? So less aggressive, like sanding, kind of still sanding, a little more aggressive, coarse, pretty aggressive, really aggressive for extra coarse. So these things work really well. And now, since I'm done with the extra coarse, I'll go to the green burrs, the coarse burrs, and start working this piece up, sort of fine tuning it, and then we'll move into yellow, and then I'll move into white. And once I'm done with the white, I'll go ahead and put some sanding pads on this right here, and I'll go through and kind of clean this piece up. Now, don't get me wrong, this project is taking me forever because I really haven't spent as much time out here on it as I should, because it's not a custom order. It's just something that I've been wanting to make. And, you know, with all the shows canceled this year and all the events that I had planned to bring this to, it just sort of lost the motivation. And I feel bad about that. It's a real bummer. But I'm getting back into it. We got to get it done for the sake of getting it done. I want to get it done and on the website, you know, up for sale for people that might be interested in it. And I've also got a local gallery that shows rustics and sells rustics. I might even put it there. They're showing some interest in the piece once it's completed, so we'll see what happens. All right, so just give you guys a quick look at this base here, you know, this root system I'm working on. You guys can kind of see what I was talking about, you know. Lots of work going into this piece, lots of craziness. This is actually the table upside down right there. My phone's on it. But you guys can see, you know, it's upside down, so the base would be there. Obviously, the top, that's a shelf. Lots of carving going on in this piece. Well, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to show you guys those new burrs from Saburrtooth, those extra coarse 1/8-inch shaft burrs. They might be small, they might be tiny, but man, they pack a punch. They remove that material like crazy fast. This is walnut. This is a fairly hard wood to carve. You know, it's not too crazy. There's definitely more dense stuff out there, but it does not carve like pine. I'll tell you that right now. And those extra coarse burrs seriously tear it up. So you guys can find them at their website, saburrtooth.com. You guys can also find, if I can find them, I'll have them down below through Amazon. Your purchases through Amazon help support me, and I do appreciate that. Also, be sure to hit that description down below and check out my Teespring account where you guys can get some new t-shirt designs I've got up on there. Help support the channel in that way. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, see what I'm up to in my day-to-day. And that's all I've got. So thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.